back to my YouTube channel. I figured I would do a get ready with me moment, like doing my makeup while I'm doing my self-care tips. I just thought it's a little bit different than me just sat here and just talking to you guys on and on and on. Like, I'm not being funny. You guys are more than likely probably so bored. You guys are more than likely probably so bored of hearing me talk and just go on and on and on and on. So I figured I would do like a little get ready with me moment. Right now, so far, all I have done is put on my moisturizer. I use the vitamin enriched face base, which is like this. This is basically like a godsend in a jar. It's like the best thing I've ever tried. It is absolutely amazing. It leaves your skin kind of like, I don't know if sticky's the word, but like sticky. I'm just gonna do, I don't know what look I'm gonna do today. I'm just gonna roll with something and see how it goes. But yeah, I've moisturized my face. It is actually, this face base is actually a really good primer as well. I am still going to put primer on, which I have not yet done. The idea of doing a self-care video is like somewhat nerve-wracking because I feel like I am learning about self-care in life, like as I go along. Like, I feel like I'm still learning about being confident, about loving myself, about how to command attention when you walk into a room, how to keep my mental health on like 10 out of 10 at all times. Guys, look how tired I look, God. And stuff like that. So I feel like for me, I am still learning, I am still trying. But I do have some really good tips. Right, let's make some noise. But I do have some really good tips, so let's see how it goes. So I'm gonna start with my brows just really quickly. To be fair, they're not actually that bad today. They're a little bit bushy, but I use soap brows. Comes in a tin like this, and then I just spray my setting spray on it. Use the brush that comes with it and just brush through my eyebrows. I don't know if you guys can see the way it kind of sits. I then now go in with my NYX Fill and Fluff eyebrow pencil. This is in the shade Espresso. So it literally looks like this. I kind of just like line the bottom and then fill in all the little lines. Like, I kind of go in like an upward motion, like so. Take my concealer and go along the bottom, blend that down. So I'm gonna use like a dark brown shade. So this is Mahogany in the Born This Way Too Faced concealer, and I'm gonna kind of just draw like a little line on either eye, and then kind of back in, almost like I'm basically doing eyeliner. I feel like my first rule, or my first kind of tip I would give for self-love and self-care and confidence is to establish a routine. Like, I feel like sometimes you can feel really disorganized and really kind of like a mess and all over the place, and which can lead to quite a lot of self-doubt if there's no actual routine that is established in your life. Whether it's that you wake up in the morning at 9 and then from 9 you, I don't know, drink your coffee and have breakfast until 9:30, 10, and then you shower, and then at 10 to 10:30 or you're out of the shower, you're moisturizing your skin, and then you have, you know, half an hour of a moment to yourself of just listening to music and literally doing nothing but sitting on your bed. Like, for me, any type of routine, no matter what the routine is always essential. I'm then gonna go in to my crease with my nude palette, which was from Beauty Bay. Is literally just nude, and I'm gonna use the color Hazel and just go into my decrease. Do what's best for you always. If you know you are someone that has been struggling to get out of bed and you find it quite hard to mentally get yourself to get out of that place, don't set a goal that's going to be just absolutely ridiculous for you to fulfill. You know, don't set a goal that at 12 o'clock that same day when you've been struggling to get out of bed, you're gonna then go to the gym and make smoothies and cookies. Do you know what I mean? Like, set something that's realistic. I want everyone to kind of understand that actually the idea of even getting out of bed, if that is something that you struggle with, like that in itself is a massive, massive hurdle that you have successfully accomplished. Like, I want to kind of make that clear, like that is an accomplishment. Take the morning to cleanse and relax. I know that sounds like absolutely wild. Like, what do you mean cleanse and relax? Like, take the morning to light some candles, whether it's before or after you've showered. Literally, who gives an actual fuck? Like, take the morning to cleanse and relax your whole entire energy. It's so key, and a massive part of self-care, self-love, and self-confidence is to make sure you take the time to balance your energies, especially if you're creative, and especially if you're around quite a few different people, quite a few energies, you have meetings back to back for the day. Like, make sure you take the time to spend by yourself and just take the time to meditate, take the time to sit down and just process that you're going to have a busy day, process that you've accomplished so much and that you've gone so far in life. Just take the time to process that you actually need time to yourself, you know, whether it's a morning skincare routine or whether it's a morning of listening to your favorite music or whether it's anything like that. Like, take the time to just zen in the mornings before you start your day. Mentally, it allows you to just clear your mind of all types of negative thoughts. Make sure as well that when you do listen to music, or if you are listening to like meditation music, calming music, it's something that lights something within you, so that you're not just listening to music that's actually quite down. I am someone that when I'm in a down mood, I listen to really slow somber music sometimes, and it never helps. Like, I literally end up being so down and depressed after, and I just can't figure out why. And actually, the music and stuff and the information that we take in affects our energy, it affects our aura, it affects our mood, and it affects the way we view ourselves. Palette, take a hike, and after dark, they're like both quite dark brown colors, and just get it on the middle part of my lid. Find a way to create. Now, I know not everyone is necessarily a creative. It's not actually about being a creative, it's about finding a way to create. So even if you're not someone that is into, I don't know, photography, videography, art, makeup, find a way to create. Like, if you're someone that literally enjoys the little things like painting and arts and crafts, like, find a way to take the time out of your day and do something like that. It allows you to sit back and look at the fact that you are talented, you are a creative, you are beautiful. Doesn't matter what you do, and it doesn't matter who you think you're going to compare it to. The originality behind what you've spent the day doing, no one else can replicate. And it sounds so silly, but it actually genuinely helps with your mental health and helps with your self-care and self-love. I'm actually not someone that believes in like sitting in a mirror and being like, you've got this, I love you, you can do this. I used to think that those things would help, and I realized that they didn't, because regardless of me saying those things, I would still then go online, look at other people's pages, look at other people's work and be like, oh my God, I am not good enough. Like, that genuinely was the process that happened. And what I realized is that when I took a step back and just done my own creativity and done my own work, I couldn't compare myself to anyone else, because I was doing my own things that were kind of like, not necessarily, they just made me me, and I enjoyed them. They were things that no one else really needed to know about. They were things that I done in my own spare time. And I feel like it's so key to take the time to focus on yourself in a day. Like, no one said you have to do this every day, but it definitely is something that needs to be done, to focus on yourself in a day and make sure that the work you are doing and the stuff that you are doing is what you want to do, and it makes you happy, and it allows you to understand that if you can make yourself happy, and realistically no one else can, honey, you can't go wrong. I feel like this video is like very hit and miss right now, and I feel like I look like a bruised mess. I feel like I look like a bruised mess, but it's okay. It's all gonna, I feel like it's all gonna come together. It's all gonna work. It's fine. I'm gonna use my Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid liner. I'm gonna go finish this off camera because I can't talk to you guys and do my eyeliner at the same time, so I'll be right back. Okay, back. Put some mascara on in a second. I'm gonna pop some lashes on, but my next self-care tip is to regulate your sleeping pattern. I know that sounds crazy, and I know it's like, oh, I don't want to go to bed early, but it's so important to make sure that you have decent amount of hours of sleep in a night. I think most healthy adults, I think if I'm correct, have the perfect amount of sleep that is between 7 and 9 hours. So let's just go 8, 7 and 9. But roughly that amount of time is how much sleep you need per night. I know obviously depending on the job you do, depending on how busy you are, that it's not always going to be like that. But try and find some way to regulate your sleeping pattern. So even if that means you have to wake up at 6 a.m, so you need to go to bed at like 9:30, 10, make it happen. I know it sounds crazy because I'm basically saying like you need to go to bed early, but you do need to go to bed early. Like it's so important to make sure that you sleep and you've had a decent night's sleep. It just is so healthy for your body and your skin. And when you're well rested, it also allows you to focus more mentally. I'll write like some things on the screen about the benefits of it and stuff like that, so I'm not rambling on, but I cannot express to you the way that I feel about myself and about my body, and I feel sluggish and tired and miserable when I have not slept long enough. If I've had 5 hours sleep, I feel so crappy about myself, and I will sit there and I'll judge the way I look even more than usual, and I'll pinpoint all the like tiny little minuscule things about myself that I hate the most. And that's not something I do when I've had enough sleep, because when I do, I feel revitalized, I feel energized, I feel like I am so ready to take the day by storm. It's so crucial to make sure that rest and sleep is a part of your everyday routine. So I just put some lashes on away from the camera, right? You know when something's just not on properly, but it's okay, we move, we're gonna keep going. Like this eye got glue in it and is currently slightly bloodshot and is just a mess. This eyelash now won't stick down because both my eyes started watering when this one got glue in it. It's just a mess. We're just gonna keep going. Foundation today, I'm gonna use my YSL All Hours foundation. I haven't used this in so long. It is actually a joke. It's quite literally basically finished. My next self-care tip, right, is probably one of my favorites. Not gonna lie, one of my favorite things to do. I done it recently. I mentioned it in a recent video when I spoke about my assumptions. Clear out your Instagram. I cannot express how important this is, and I'm going to explain why. We as human beings are literal sponges. We're consumers. We take in a lot of information, and quite frankly, we take in a lot of information that is just a lot for any human being to just process. And for me, what I've found is that when I follow certain accounts, especially as a female, when I follow accounts that I look at their page and think to myself, or even have one thought to myself of, I wish I looked like them, that account needs to go. I need to no longer be following you, because I compare myself to you so much, and comparison is such a thief of joy. It is a joke. When I say it is so toxic, following certain Instagram pages that make you compare yourself to that person in a way that is not good. And I say that because I compare myself to a lot of people on Instagram, but in a way that is like inspiration. Like I look at their page and I'm like, oh, do you know what? Their page is absolutely amazing. And I find it as inspo. The minute I start crossing over to a dangerous comparison and think, oh, I don't look like them. This is really upsetting. Why don't I look like that? I've got the same hair type as her, so why doesn't my hair look like that? They need to go. It doesn't mean you don't support them. It just means that your mental health on comparison, because it really is the thief of joy, should come first, in my opinion anyway. I'm gonna just set under my eyes with my Illamasqua loose powder. Does it have a shade? No, it's just loose powder, 010. So I'm gonna make sure I set especially this corner and down the sides of my nose and under my eye more than anywhere else. I don't want to leave it too long, but it's very necessary. My chin and then my forehead, I'm not gonna actually let it set because I don't want it to look cakey. I'm actually just gonna push the powder in and keep going. I am then gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty Matchstick in shade Espresso. I feel like everything I'm using is shade Espresso. And just a little bit of cream contour. Say a little bit, but I probably am gonna do quite a bit. A little bit on my chin and then just there where my parting is. People get genuinely scared and more anxious because they feel like a burden when they talk to people. And one of the biggest parts of healing and self-care is to allow the negative energy that you are feeling to leave. So to talk about it, if someone is making you feel like you are a burden by talking about things, like they are not someone that is there to aid and help in your self-care process. They're not meant to be there. There is no harm in talking about it, and do not think that you are a burden to someone by talking about it. It could be as simple as literally saying to your mum, I'm feeling like this, and having a word, or a family member. It could be that you message a friend and just offload and have moments where you cry. Allow yourself to talk about things, and allow yourself to talk about things and not feel like you're being a burden if you do. Like, that is so crucial, I cannot express. Okay, so just the finishing touches. I'm using my Hoola Toasted by Benefit and just adding a little bit to my cheeks. Don't worry guys, we're gonna blend this because right now it's looking very dramatic. A little bit, basically all the places that I just contoured. To tie into the one I just mentioned, allow yourself to feel the feels. Like, allow yourself to feel the self-doubt. Allow yourself to feel what that feels like, because when you do then go through the process of feeling it and you do finally overcome it, like, that feeling is so great. But also, I've said this in previous videos before, it is so important and so crucial to work through emotion. If you are someone that is actually not the person going through the, you know, the self-hatred, the self-loathing, being in quite a down place, and you know someone that needs encouragement, be that person. I feel like a lot of times people are scared to ever really say to someone like, I know you need help, because a lot of people are also scared to ask, and there are a lot of people that are scared to tell that person like, I can see that you need it. So sometimes it's all in the way you say it. You don't necessarily even need to say to someone like, I know you need help, but you can make them watch a video, spend time with them. Like, make sure you spend quality time with the people you love and the people that are around you. It is so crucial and important to stay connected and stay loved up. It's crucial. Make sure you stay loved up. Make sure you stay around people that make you feel good. Make sure you stay around people that make you feel whole. You'd be surprised how quickly you can feel alone when you're not in the right headspace, and having the right people around you can affect that so quickly. I never understand why when girls do mascara they go like that. Like, I'm a whole fish. It's so unnecessary, but I feel like if you don't do that, it doesn't get the mascara on properly. Like, I feel like it's necessary to just, you know, just a quick, just gonna take a fan brush and just dust it on my nose, on my Cupid's bow, on my cheeks, this is. And then I'm gonna take a fine brush and put a tiny bit underneath my brow arch, just to add some drama. Oh, honey, we live for some dramatics. Oh, love the dramatics. Just off camera really quickly, I'm gonna go back in and add like a little, what are they called? Like an inner corner eyeliner, just to create like a nice little dramatic, almost like a fox eye, cat eye kind of vibe. BRB. Literally just gonna use a darker brown pencil. Like, when I say this pencil's a mess, this pencil is a mess. Line my lips. No, I do not overline my lips, by the way. I literally line, my actual lip line is a little bit darker anyway. I quite literally just line my lip line and then the inside of my lip line. It's so it's a little bit thicker. And I just take matte cork and then just go all over the middle. Spray my face with All Nighter setting spray. Going back to a final self-care tip. Nobody is you and that is your power. I cannot express that enough. I know people have probably heard that so many times, but it is so true and so crucial to remember that no matter how many people you might think look like you, how many people you might think are doing the same thing as you, nobody is you. There is no one that can replicate who you are, how you feel, how you look, what you do, how you maneuver yourself. No one. Might be some similarities. Nobody is you. And I feel like something that is crucial in self-confidence and self-empowerment and just moving forward in life and self-care is knowing that there is no other person that can be you. There is no other person that can make someone feel the way you make them feel. There is no other person that can bring happiness into the world and into people's lives like you can. I know this self-care video has been mainly about the mental side of self-care. I will do a self-care video on like the physical side, so the looking after your nails, your teeth, your body, and so. Okay, I'm getting a spot. I just want to make it known that, again, I say this in every video, I am not a mental health expert. I am not a psychiatrist. I am just someone that has, I'm tidying up as I'm going along. I'm someone that just has experienced so much and just wants to make sure that there are girls out there that unfortunately never have to experience the type of things I've had to experience and so many other people have had to experience, both men and women. Just understand that no one is you. Understand that you are beautiful and that you're empowering and that you make people happy. You matter to someone. It doesn't matter if it's quite literally one person. It doesn't even matter if it's your pet. You matter. Like, I can't stress enough how important that is to know. And this is something that takes time. It is not something that is an overnight situation. It is not something that tomorrow you're going to wake up and be like, yeah, I'm confident. It's not even something you necessarily have to just have. It's just about how you carry yourself and just about knowing mentally that nothing can defeat you. You are a bad ass beep. I feel like if I keep swearing on my channel, I'm gonna get demonetized eventually, so we're just not gonna do that. But you are beautiful and you are empowering. And to my men out there, if you are also going through a situation where you might be lacking in self-confidence and self-care and just mentally knowing the right place to be in, just know that this video and everything I've said applies to you too. I'd love for us to all get together and just be like a small community of pure love and encouragement. I don't want to see no hate comments below. If you are someone that wants to express what you're going through in the comments, please do. I would love to take the moment to reply to you, talk to you, and just help you through anything you are going through. God knows that when I needed someone to do that, I was blessed enough to have friends and family that were there for me. And it's hard. Just understand that it takes time, but just also understand that no matter how long it takes, you will get there and you are going to be striving and thriving and successful and gorgeous and living your best life in a mansion in whatever country you want to live in with your fine ass husband or wife. Like, that is life for you. That will be life. You're gonna have blessings and abundance, and just know that mentally it is something that a lot of people need to overcome, and it is something that you can overcome and you will overcome. I hope this video has helped. I thought I would do something a little different, so instead of me just sat down and talking to you guys, I was getting ready because I actually have to get ready for the day and I am now running late, but it's okay. But yes, I hope you guys are blessed. I hope this video helped. What I might actually do is write in the description box the actual pointers of at which time is the actual the actual self-care tips. But I love you guys. I'm so blessed and grateful to be able to have a platform where, I know I said this in every video, but that I can talk to people or feel like I'm talking to people and just keep it honest and keep it moving, let people know that they are not the only people going through something, and that I've been there and that I am still there. I am working on this myself. Not an easy thing to work on, I can tell you that. Like, this shit's hard, but we are gonna get there and we're gonna get there together. I hope everyone has a blessed day. I've got so much work to do, so I'm gonna love and leave you here, and I will see you guys in my next video.